Hello everybody, this is ZvP and I'm back with a whole bunch more StarCraft. So let's have a quick look at what's going on today. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner is going to be our Zerg player Jianer, and in the top left hand corner, as you can already see, we have our blue Protoss LiquidHuk. So this is going to be my first PvZ that I've cast on my channel at the moment, I think, and that means I think I've only got one more matchup that I haven't cast on my channel yet, which is probably a TVT. So if you guys know of any good TVT games that you want to send me, please do so. Please send, you can send it directly to my YouTube account if that's what floats your boat. That would be absolutely fantastic if you could do that. I might set up a Gmail or something like that for you guys to send any fan mail, replays, fan mail, who am I kidding, not yet, not ever actually. It looks like Jianer is going to try and go for the scouting over here quite early, and I think maybe Huck is already, yep, Huck's already over here. I can hear that probe zapping away at some drones. So it looks like Jianer is sending his overlord in the totally wrong direction, because LiquidHuk already knows what's going on. He's seen the spawning pool first, so he knows that, hey, there might be some Zerglings coming his way sometime soon, and that probe going to be a little greedy probe, taking away some of Jianer's minerals. But hey, that's alright, and look at that, I forgot the production tab again. Setting that probe to patrol just to make sure that Jianer can't get his expansion down, which is what Zerg players really like doing, and that probe being an absolute pest and denying this early expand by Jianer, which is what every Zerg player loves to do. They love that early expansion. Spawning pool just finishing up here for Jianer, and there he goes. He's got the hatchery down. That probe is not going to be able to do anything too substantial to that hatchery. But what have we got here? We've got a cybernetics core already down for LiquidHuk, and zealots on the way already as well. So this, where's he got that rally point? Looks like it's all the way down at the base. Yes, it is. So probably just going to be doing a little bit of preliminary harass there, although there are two lings on the field already, which one zealot can slice through those two Zerglings, but you know, Jianer rather is going to have a little bit more ready to go by the time that's happened. I wonder what this zealot's doing. Anyway, enough of that zealot. We do have these lings chasing that probe all the way out along the field. 5 HP left on that probe. They do get the probe, so that's some free minerals there for Jianer, but not enough to cost LiquidHuk the game, because let's face it, we're only just getting started here. Those lings realizing that Bob the zealot, he's at the front door. He's saying, hell no, you shall not pass. So those Zerglings have to run all the way back home. Where did that other zealot go? Bob's... Okay, so Bob is now heading out across the field with the first stalker. I believe there is... Oh, there he is. There's the first zealot. He's going to get taken out quite quickly, thanks to that queen and the other two reinforcing zealots. This stalker is going to get done here, although nice splits going on there by Jianer with those Zerglings. I don't think he really needed to do that. I think he could have taken out that stalker and gotten the queen to reinforce, and in fact that's exactly what he should have done. Two spine crawlers going down here for Jianer to try and help fend this off. That queen may very well go down. There is a probe over here though. What sort of shenanigans is Huck going to be doing over here? This is a fantastic game already. More lings on the field. They are definitely going to take out that stalker, although they should be more concerned about that zealot. Another stalker up on the field. A pylon here, presumably so that reinforcements can be warped in, but no, he cancels that, realizing that he's losing this battle. That probe is definitely going to go down, and that stalker surviving by the skin of his shields, apparently. So that's what was going on there. Jianer just trying to check out over in the corner to see what was going on. Looks like a proxy pylon set up for Huck over in the top right hand side, so that's going to help any reinforcements if he does decide to harass again. This probe being a derpy probe, is he going to drop down to Nexus? More than likely. There it goes. And looks like we are seeing Jianer push out with some Zerglings, being a little bit cautious coming up that ramp, but that's okay. There are sentries here with enough energy for force fields, about 3 or 4 force fields there, so that's not going to go in Jianer's favour, so he is definitely going to bug out of there. More zealots warping in, or a single zealot rather, so oh yes, Huk does actually have more gateways on the way. Another sentry, and what else is Huk going to warp in right about now? I'm not exactly sure. We can have a look at the units tab. So at the moment, fairly even things happening around about here. There's probably about an even number of units on the field that can actually engage. Although this is what Zerg likes to see, more drones than pros. That's a fantastic spot for Zerg to be in. I know that when I play, I'm extremely comfortable when I have that economic advantage. It looks like Zergling's speed is done, although not enough to even dent the shields on these stalkers, as the blood splatter there taking out what looks like 1 or 2 of those Zerglings. Nice little wall off here with these spine crawlers as well, I have to say. That's a fantastic move by Jianer, just making sure that there's nothing coming through his front door, although his back door is quite wide open. So if Jianer decided to go for a robo and a warp prison, that mineral line in the main base would be totally undefended. So that's not a good spot for Jianer to be in. Luckily for him, there is no such shenanigans happening in this game, although these stalkers are about to find out the hard way that that's not the right way to go. More spine crawlers being made down here as well, and it looks like hallucination on the way. This is something that we've been seeing a hell of a lot more of in Heart of the Swarm, but not necessarily in this Wings of Liberty action that we have going on here. And I just want to say as well, I don't know if I mentioned this at all, I'm not quite too sure who Jianer is. I've definitely heard of LiquidHuk. Huk is a very top level player. He's a fantastic guy. He's won, I believe he's won a few tournaments here and there. Please correct me on that if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I didn't look up Wikipedia before this game, which I probably should have, because, you know, preparation is the key to this. Anyway, looks like we do have some hallucinated Phoenix coming out. Just to do a little bit of scouting, there's another one coming down over here and a third one up in the top. Anyway, like I was saying before, I don't think I mentioned this before, but at the start, this game was actually on ladder, so I'm not quite sure who Jianer is, and I wonder how much this is going to psych out Jianer here with these Phoenix. Is he going to realise that these are in fact hallucinated, or is he going to realise, hey, these aren't that much of a threat to me? Although he does have muters coming out anyway before he even, I think before he even saw those hallucinated Phoenix. But there are stalkers in the mineral line, so this muter attack is going to go quite, I was going to say undefended, but that's definitely not what's going on. So yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying. This is a fairly back and forward game, so I don't even get to say what I want to say. I've never really heard of Jianer before, because this game in particular was actually on ladder, so I'm quite interested to see what's going on, or what's going to happen in this game. It looks like there's quite a lot of tickle cannons going on in this mineral line over here. The cannon's here to help as well. Guardian shields being focused down. Are the muters getting scared of that hallucinated Phoenix? I think they figured it out though. More stalkers being warped in for LiquidHuk though. This is a fairly back and forward game already. This is good. I like these kind of games where we've got these back and forward engagements. These muters are running around everywhere, trying to get a good angle on probably these probes, although there is a cannon going down in the mineral line there with another stalker warping in. These stalkers are going to deny this harassment quite nicely, and looks like Jianer is trying to do all he can to harass, but LiquidHuk is being the boss when it comes to getting rid of all of this harassment, denying all of that harassment. Looks like he is going to try and upgrade his ground armor. I'm not sure if he's... Well, hang on, we do have a Templar Archives on the field. with Storm on the way, so that definitely means that we are going to be seeing some High Templar. These Mutas trying to do as much damage as they can, but this cannon scaring them off quite nicely. This is a good spot for Huk to be in, although Jianer is kind of toying him back and forward between all of his bases, he realizes what's going on and is not falling for Jianer's shenanigans. Although I do like this creep thread from Jianer, the creep highway. We don't see this as much anymore out of Zerg, which is quite a shame. I do it quite a lot because it does help your units out quite a lot. And Jianer going for his third and fourth base before Huk even has up his third. So this is quite interesting and quite a good position for Zerg to be in. Protoss, I'm not too sure about Protoss. I mean, if you guys play Protoss, please let me know. I've only just started playing a little bit of Protoss just to learn a little bit more about what I'm casting so that I can see what's happening. A lot of Banelings being morphed in though over here, so this, although another Nexus going down for Huk, this will be his third, but Jianer's third and fourth are going to be very well established before Huk can even get up his third, so that's going to put him a little bit behind in the resources, which resources is R. I was going to tap R, but I thought that might have done something extremely bad. Although there are a lot of lings coming in over here with the Banelings, a big push over here by Jianer. Nice clutch force fields though, preventing those Banelings from getting hit. A couple of them getting taken out. Jianer realizing that those Phoenix aren't actually doing any damage to him at all, so he's taking those hallucinated Phoenix out quite early, which is almost a waste of energy on these sentries, although they are getting some good scouting information going on over here. This sentry being microed like a boss, that one getting taken out instantly. Huk realizing, rut-row, I better get back out and defend my third. So here he is warping in more Zealots, presumably to take all of these Baneling hits, and this is a lot of Lings, and a lot of Banelings as well. The Zergling taking this Zelnaga tower, the watchtower, that's what we call those things. That's right. Muta getting taken out there, although he did see the transfer of the probes. No probes left in at the natural though, so that's interesting. Looks like Huk is trying to mine the third base out before he mines out his natural. That's probably a good thing to do, because what he can do if this base does get taken out, it's very, very easy to defend your main and your natural. Another attack going on over here, forcing the cancel on whatever was going on over there. I think that was, I think maybe 1 or 2 cannons and a pylon maybe. Huk taking this watchtower over here, though. Zergling trying to get some action there, but being denied like a boss by Huk. And another Zergling spotting the movements of this army, although that's not really quite needed because he does have phenomenal creep spread here, which is going to help out this Ling surround that's going to happen right about here. Although he better watch out for the Storms, and there go the Storms all on the Banelings and the Mutas. Oh, the humanity, those are fantastic Storms. Although Baneling's getting some good hits over here. Let's have a quick look at the resources lost tab while this engagement is happening. It looks like Huk is in the red compared to Jianer, but Huk is slowly evening this out a little bit. It's only a little difference between the two. So this is I'm not going to say one-sided just yet. This is quite a good game going back and forward between these two players, although this Phoenix, is he going to get off some good scouting information? Maybe just a little bit. He is going to see that there is a third and fourth base. This Spore Crawler not going to be doing much. I think that Spore Crawler was there because Jianer was scared at one point that these were actually real Phoenix. Of course not the case though, because Huk is using a little bit of tomfoolery with those hallucinations. That Phoenix immediately getting taken out, so that's okay. These High Templar have got enough energy for a couple of Storms as well, so that's going to cause havoc for all of those Mutas. Normally what you'll see is as soon as Storms come out on the field, I think we saw this last game as well, when actually no, you guys didn't see that because that was a game that I was playing. Anyway, as soon as Storms come out on the field, you normally get rid of all of these Mutas, just because Mutas like to clump up in a big ball like this, and this is good, except for when there's Thors and High Templar on the field. And cannons, yeah, we can deal with cannons, although the blink up onto the high ground for these Stalkers is going to deny any harassment, but there was nothing here to harass anyway because that main base is totally mined out. These Stalkers are going to blink forward, get off a couple of shots, but not much damage going on over there. Those Mutas will go away and regenerate their HP right away though, so that's how that's going to shape up right about now. So if we have a look and see what Jianer knows, he can pretty much see everything that's going on in LiquidHuk's base almost. He doesn't see these gateways or the Templar archives, but he has seen the storm, so he definitely knows that that's there. And it looks as though it doesn't look like Jianer knows too much about the tech that's going on, although he has seen everything that's been coming up out of Jianer. But these Mutas trying to go for the mineral line, this is probably a good engagement here. Let's have a quick look at the resources lost. Jianer able to widen that gap just a little bit. That's probably a good thing for him right about now. This army trying to take chase. These Stalkers could get taken out by the Mutas, and that would have been a good thing for Jianer to do there. And it looks like he is going to try and go for it, although the blink forward, that's not going to be good for him at all. Although he does have a lot of Baneleys coming out over in the center. A lot of storms taking out every single one of those Baneleys. And this is actually putting Huk slightly in the lead now. This is fantastic news for Huk. Fantastic clutch storms by him. Looks like there may even be, yeah, there's definitely enough for energy on these High Templar for a few more storms if he so needed. He could even warp in Archons to start doing some of that splash damage to the Mutas. But I think those storms are working really, really well for Huk. He doesn't really want to change anything much there. Taking the watchtower, realizing that the army is slightly out of position. The blink forward by the Stalkers, but that is going to help him out a little bit. Means the Stalkers can get there slightly quicker and force this harassment back. Exactly what Huk needs to do. Doesn't look like he lost too much in the way of probes. So although these Mutas are a glutton for punishment, that is storms going down and just decimating these Mutas. So that's absolutely fantastic news for Huk. He needs to keep this up if he wants to win the game. Observers now out on the field going to try and clean up some of these creep tumors and force the Zerg creep back, which is not a position that you want to be in as Zerg, especially in the mid to late game, because you realize that when you're playing as Zerg, you tend to forget about creep spread when it comes to the later stages of the game, especially when you've got about, what have we got here, 6 bases that we need to inject lavas on. You know, you tend to forget, and these High Templar are going to try and come and intercept these Mutas. Archon morphing in there to try and save those High Templar. Not quite happening. A lot of Lings getting taken out there though for LiquidHuk, which is absolutely fantastic news. Although Jianer is working on the 3-3. More Baneleys coming in here, but those storms, that last storm probably wasn't needed, but he could afford it anyway. Those storms are absolutely annihilating all of those Banelings. If I was Jianer, I would stop making Banelings and stop wasting my resources. But hey, I'm not playing this game. This is Jianer and this is LiquidHuk. Obviously, both a hell of a lot better players than me. Nice dodge on those storms by Jianer. That's a good position to be in. This observer going to, and those Mutas going straight into the storms. That's not a good time to be a Muta. This observer going to see everything that's going on and make behind all of these trees, which is not quite the best thing to be in. If we go to there he is, what LiquidHuk can see, he can't see over this side, and Jianer, he can't see over this side. So, and hang on, here we go, we have a small engagement coming in. Those Stalkers blinking forward just in time. One High Templar gets taken out here. These Archons going to town, and they're also going to town on these Mutas, getting a few kills there. That's absolutely fantastic, but not before they get taken out themselves. We have another look again at the resources lost. It does look like Huk is continuing to widen his lead in the resources lost. This is absolutely phenomenal for him. Lots and lots of units lost, however, for for Jianer. That is not a good spot to be in, although Jianer catching up, and did Huck just leave? Huck just left. Wow, I thought he would have definitely been able to warp in enough stalkers to try and clean this up a little bit, at least another 1 or 2 high Templar that could throw down some storms and push this back and save him for a little bit longer, but apparently not. Although his supplies were kind of going down quite a fair bit. There were some fantastic clutch storms there all over those banelings. What a fantastic game by these two players. Everybody, please go and check out the what are they called? Playlists. I need to stop casting after work. My brain is totally dead. Anyway, please go check out the playlist that I've created for you guys. Let me know if there's any games that you guys in particular want to see. Please send me the replays. You can send them direct to my YouTube account if you guys have a YouTube account. If not, I'll probably end up creating a Gmail or something along those lines so that you guys can send me some replays. And yeah, so thank you for checking out this absolutely awesome game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did, and I'm going to try and get at least one game for you guys every 2 days, I hope, so that we can all enjoy in the StarCraft action. And especially when Heart of the Swarm comes out, I am going to be playing and casting like crazy. I'm actually thinking I might take that day off work. Shh, don't tell my boss. So that I can get in and start to learn how these new units work. Been watching a lot of videos from the likes of Husky and Total Biscuit and, you know, all of those kind of guys. And there's some absolutely phenomenal games coming out. So anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed the game, and I'll see you all next time.